Welcome. I'm Ollie Khan, the CEO of Altru, and we're here at the SRSC conference with William Tincup. William is the president of Recruiting Daily, and we'll be giving a presentation later on texting etiquette for recruiters. William, would you like to give us a little overview on your presentation?
Sure. It comes from a place where I was talking to recruiters at one point about the rules. Like, what's your bit? How do you go about kind of getting a candidate excited? Are you the candidate advocate? Are you the job advocate, a hiring manager advocate? Like, what do you do? And at one point, a buddy of mine referred to, when I text with somebody, it just kind of set up a flare in my mind of like, whoa, you're texting with candidates. Now, I knew it to be true.
Yeah.
So I mean, like this is a practice that's been going on probably since texting has been going on, right? But really, I didn't think of it from that perspective because it's just a new medium. People communicate over Facebook Messenger, or they might communicate over Instagram. So like communication in general, if you're trying to find the best talent, you're going to use whatever you can, smoke signals included. But when I thought about texting, I thought about, well, what happens when people behave badly? Like, what are the rules?
Love it.
Yeah.
It seems like it's become more prominent because companies are now figuring out how to be more human with their candidates. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, putting that face forward of, okay, there's pluses and minuses. You've read about that on Glassdoor. We're human beings. They expect that we're going to have good days and bad days. And I think that's actually, to some of the things that y'all do with video, it puts a kind of a human layer on that you're not talking to kind of this abyss. You're talking to a real person that has a real personality and a real face and all that other stuff. Texting is, whether or not we like it or not, it's very, it's very intimate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If I email you, you're not going to think anything about it. You're going to get an email and go, okay, blah, 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 send it back to you. Because we've been emailing for 20 years. Mm-hmm. Like, not as intimate. However, when you text me, now we've kind of broken this thing that, wait a minute, how'd you get my number?
What trends are you seeing in this space of recruiting and employer branding? And what should companies be thinking about?
I think you kind of nailed on it or alluded to it earlier. It's how do you make yourself, how do you make your brand and that experience more human? And more human from both the positive sides and the negative sides of like, okay, here's who we are. And I think companies for a long time have tried to hide from that. Like, no, here's our best position, or here's our best possible us. As a company, you shouldn't hide. It's more of an ethical and moral statement. But really, you can't hide. So even if we get past that part, you literally can't hide. You can't whitewash everything and make it perfect. So I think that the better companies are basically embracing that and saying, okay, we aren't perfect. We aren't as bad as you've read. We aren't as good as you've read.
Sure.
Here's what we do really well, and here's where we shine. Here's where we follow our values, etc.
Well, there you have it. William Tincup, president of Recruiting Daily. Thanks for joining us.
Absolutely. Thanks for being here.